Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Stories from the Unbound Shores. Where I last left off, the party was locked in combat with a chimera. I kept wanting to call it a manticore, but that's the other thing. He was in battle with a chimera that was either attacking or being attacked by the remaining two humanoid figures in armor. When suddenly a rotting plant creature seems to have risen out from the foliage and plant life to the north. That has, I think, made an attack against the chimera.
It has.
Vine punch.
I think it was more of a vine slam.
Indeed. So, let's get this underway. Aurelion, you're up first.
Okay, let's see.
That one's you.
I'm raging. Yeah, forgot that.
I think you are, yeah?
Yeah, it's my rapier. So let's see. Oh, yeah,
Maybe you can climb the Shambling Mound and leap onto the enemy.
Or, like, the hill next to it and leap on the enemy.
I think all the rest of the hill next to it is too far. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, the thing is over the thing. I just mean, like...
You mean here?
Yeah, there.
That's the only one that I think is close enough.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool to climb the Shambling Mound.
And dangerous.
Yeah, but cool factor outweighs danger factor.
Sure it does.
Yes.
Can I? You move the camera so I could see for more of an angle.
Like this?
Yeah. I think I will move so that I'm on the this square to the north of the mound, of the Shambling Mound.
I will this. Put the white circle over there. This one here. Next to the fire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that there now.
Why am I not?
The squares look larger than
what
they
just
actually
happened? Why is that? There we go.
Right, I forgot to mention it.
Oh.
Yeah, they broke the arrow key movement.
Why? And how?
They didn't mean to. It's a bug that's being fixed, but sometimes you'll move one square, sometimes you'll move two squares.
Fun. Okay, well, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 more squares of movement, Thomas.
No. Let's see there. Now, standing where I am, I should be within range of this chimera. Am I?
Yes.
Then I'm going
Excellent.
I'm going to give it a smack. Let's see now.
I see one knight. Is the other one just farther down the hill?
Correct.
Okay. couldn't remember which knight was which. I thought the one I could see was higher up. Anyway.
Alright, actions. Rapier plus 6 to. That first attack is a 9.
What was that?
9 to hit.
Let me double check stat block, but I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
Out of curiosity, did you have any interest in recklessly attacking?
I was thinking about it, but no.
Okay.
I took a lot of damage before, so.
Fair enough. Also, you get a point of exhaustion when your rage ends when you recklessly do it.
Recklessly
no,
attack? No, that's frenzy.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Oh, is it?
Berserker's frenzy.
Yeah, it's what gives him a third attack as opposed to having just 2.
Okay.
Just 2.
Well, that's pretty standard for martial classes at
Fifth level.
above 5th level.
Well,
That's when we got our second attacks too. Pretty much everybody who is focused melee gets a second attack at 5th level. Paladins, fighters, barbarians,
Yep. That is a miss.
Okay.
So,
and war clerics.
I think the clerics actually might get it at 6th. There are a few weirder classes, or subclasses in particular, that get it 1 level later.
War clerics get it as you can use it you can gain an extra attack like X number of times in a day. They don't have extra attack as a feature.
That doesn't sound
It's
right.
weird.
I'm looking that up.
Anywho, what'd you get?
23.
23. That'll hit. Please roll damage.
12 piercing.
12 piercing. Alright.
Oh.
Did you remember your rage damage?
Yep.
Okay. It is still up.
No, that's going to be me. That's going to be
Okay.
my turn.
Eskel, you're up.
Okay. Where Eskel? Eskel is there. I think it made a save against my cantrip last time.
No, I don't think it did. Pretty sure it failed last time.
Oh, cool. I'll check my stats.
Yeah, I remember. You definitely hit it with the total
Toll
death last
dead.
time.
Double check and make sure it's 2 this level. Yes, it is. Still think it's my best fighting. Let's see. If I wanted to try my idea that I mentioned before, which was scaling the Shambling Mound, A, would it be possible, and B, what would I roll?
You could certainly try it. It would probably be athletics.
Okay. Would it be an action, or could I make it part of my move?
I would say it would be part of your move, but it would cost double movement for like the amount of time you spend climbing.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 25. So if I can only move 1 square up it, am I close enough to melee strike at the enemy?
Because you can move diagonally, you may.
Okay. I will give it a try. Whatever. What the hell. I suck at athletics, but I'm going to give it a try because I want to look like a badass. And if I don't look like a badass, it's going to be funny. So, either way, I win. Get a 20 out here. Oh, well, I rolled an 18 on the d20. With my athletics, that's a 17.
All right. You make it up and are able to stand atop this creature. But as you try and climb its somewhat writhing and rotten mass of
Blah.
plant matter,
Rotten.
We're
Strange,
getting
okay.
prestidigitated so hard.
I'll be fine. Slick and slippery.
you can feel it trying to pull you down into itself.
Ooh, fun. Alright, well, I'm going to make an attack at the Chimera anyway, and I'm just going to cross my drow fingers that that act is enough to make it stop trying to swallow me. Hiya. Okay, that was a really good roll. That is going to be a 14 to hit the Chimera.
That will hit.
Wow.
Barely.
That's gonna be a wow from me.
Yeah,
Hit
that
it with
is
an
in
8
fact
on
something
die.
else.
Alright, that's going to deal... And I'm going to smite it while I'm up here, so let me check my spell slots. I can hit it with a first level smite, no problem. That's going to be 8 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Okay.
I
I will say that you were aware that even before, since this is kind of something you would have been aware of if this was all one session,
yeah.
that the Chimera was very bloodied before Aurelion landed his attack.
Okay, so probably don't need to smite again.
You might not, but I just want to make sure you are aware of the information you should be.
Okay. Alright, well, so that's, like I said, 8 points non-magical piercing, plus 5 points of radiant.
Okay.
And then I get a second attack, as long as I haven't been consumed by the Shambling Mound.
You have, well, yeah, I'll make it once per turn.
I like
So
that
you have
pause.
not been consumed by the Shambling Mound,
Okay.
and the first strike knocks it dead.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 2 on the next strike, which would only have been an 8.
You swing very quickly at the place where the Chimera had been, if it was still flying. However,
Everything about your statement was accurate, except that I do not swing, I thrust.
Oh my.
My rapier
Uh-huh.
is a piercing weapon, not a slashing weapon.
you're still swung.
Oh, fuck off. I know how to use my sword.
Okay, so it falls to the ground. So I need to take off flying. I need to
Oh shit,
status
that's full
knock
in
down.
light.
From atop the head of the Shambling Mound, I'm just like, thanks for the assist, big guy.
I am
And
watching
those were
Midnight
his
Mass
final words.
carefully.
Uh,
Look, I see nothing but badass going on right here. I have climbed up this Shambling Mound and then thrust my blade into the creature and burned it with holy fire. That looked pretty freaking cool.
Alright. Then, let's see. That's everything but your bonus action. Is there anything you'd like to do with that?
I think not, because I believe I'm still focusing on something.
Did you put concentration or protection from good and evil on me when I came out here?
I feel like I put it on you and Aurelion.
I think that's accurate.
Okay.
That
I mean, it doesn't
sounds-
spend my bonus action, but I am thinking. Is Aurelion hurt?
Oh, very much so, yes.
Yes? Okay. Then I'm going to drop some lay on hands on him as a bonus action, which I believe I should be able to do from up here. I think that I'm adjacent to him.
Yep. If from where you climbed up, if you're adjacent to the Chimera, you should be adjacent to him as well.
Okay. checking. And so, according to my notes, I have... Right? I don't think I refreshed it from last time. This says I only have 10 points of lay on hands left, but I don't think that's true.
You have not...
I don't think we've used
Yeah,
any
you haven't
since
used
we got up
any
today.
since your last rest, so you should be at full.
Yeah.
I think you might have started tracking it in the stats section on your token, because I had set one aside for your lay on
That's
hands
true.
goal.
I did also put it there, but I also tend to go to this sheet first. Let me just double check everything. 5 times my charisma modifier.
So according to the in-game one, it says you have 48 points of lay on hands.
It does say that there. 7. 4 times 8 is 56, so this is no longer accurate. I had 56.
Alright, I can update that.
Alright. Fuel. So, out of my 56. You said you're very hurt?
Oh, I am bloodied.
You're bloodied. Okay. I'm gonna throw 26 points at you, so that I still have 30 left.
56?
26. 2-6.
Okay. I'm not bloodied anymore.
I don't think it'll get you to full, but, like, it should get you pretty good. And you've got, like, what, 90 HP? Or 70 HP, rather?
75.
5. So. This way I still have a good chunk to give people later.
Alright,
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Dirk, it is your turn. Through the trees, you can see a rotting vine creature that may or may not have some sort of hold on Eskel, as he's like somewhat sunken into it, but on top of it.
Okay.
I think
well,
it was raised while you were... What? Were you inside of it when it was raised? Because I shouted that I thought it was a friendly. When it shambled out.
Yeah. You would have been able to hear that, Derek, but you haven't, like, seen this... pretty much what this creature's done, just because trees were in the way.
I'm just, like, leaning off of it, touching Aurelion.
Yeah.
So I can move to there with my movement. And then... seeing that... Does Eskel look panicked in any way?
He looks triumphant. He looks really cocksure right now.
So I will point at the Shambling Mound and say, that thing?
That thing, what? It's been like a whole 10 seconds. Or something.
12. 6. 3?
I mean, it's
It came up
possible.
this round, so it hasn't even been 6 seconds.
Whatever. No, because it
No,
got
it came
one
up
hit,
last
so it's been
round.
here, yeah.
Alright,
So
then
it
it's
has
been
been
6
here.
seconds.
At least 6 seconds. Arguably a tiny bit longer.
It's almost its turn again.
Okay. So I guess I'll point at it and say, that's not a chimera.
No, it's not. And I point to the dead chimera a little past it and say, that's the chimera. That is something raised by the people who were fighting the chimera. Can I roll a thing to know what it is? I know it's not my turn, but...
Sure. You may roll religion.
You had said that one of the dudes was... I guess there's a dude that... Can I see this guy who is on the ground?
You can see that corpse, yes.
Okay.
That one is
it
very clearly dead.
Corpse?
Yes, clearly
Oh.
dead.
Can I see a not corpse?
You should be able to see this guy over here.
Okay. I think I am going to move towards him then. So I will dash. And I'll say, are there more of them?
More Chimera? I hope not.
I'll nod, and I imagine that's as much talking and everything as I can get on my turn.
I twist the
Because
other
the
way.
dwarf just came barreling towards this guy.
You kind of see, like, Eskel's face appear over the top of the Shambling Mound and goes, I think the plural's Chimeri.
Meropodes.
Maybe.
And then on the Shambler's turn, it's going to try and engulf you, Eskel. As you'll feel it's trying to
They're good at that.
drag you further down. But this time, as you're not in the middle of climate, you can use either, let's see. Okay, so that's okay. So I misread that a little bit, but I'm gonna go with it for this turn anyways because it seems to make more sense. You can use either acrobatics or athletics to try and resist its pull.
Aw, big guy wants a hug. So with acrobatics, which is definitely going to be my better one, that's going to be a whole 21.
All right, you manage to break free of its vines, so that you're not like pulled further down, but you're still kind of
On
part
top
of it, and so you'll be moving with it as it.
Wee!
What's this thing? Right. Okay. So it moves here. Let's distance one. So it's gonna move to here.
You can't select any tokens right now.
Maybe because it's not your turn.
Maybe. Probably.
Okay. Now with that, it'll turn to Human Knight's turn.
Smart. I think the plural is Chimeri!
And it'll see him, this guy down here, if you can. This guy here, do you see him?
Oh, I can see him.
Eskel?
Those people are wrong. Yes.
Okay, good. He'll shout up to you. You do best to get off of that thing. It's under my control, but its desire to consume organic matter that's touching it is somewhat automatic.
I thought it was just being friendly.
What, it's trying to give you a hug from inside of it?
And that's its turn. Do you guys have any plans for hostile actions?
Not at present.
Not unprovoked.
Then I will drop us out of initiative and into explore mode. So, are you still gonna try and ride this thing, or are you getting down?
Too
There's
friendly.
uncomfortable, like, sucking noises as you, like,
My
pull
boot!
out of it.
Can I get over to him and try to pull him out of it?
Ah!
Yeah, you can.
Help! This mound is kidnapping me!
Roll for losing a boot.
I got an 11.
All right. You can roll with advantage because you're getting some help from William.
I think. Wait, was that roll to get out, or was that roll to lose boot?
That was roll to lose boot. What does an 11 mean?
I feel like an 11's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's above 10. So you know.
So, wait, what am I rolling? Athletics or acrobatics?
Well, technically on your turn, since you didn't get engulfed, you'd still be able to just move freely. So you can move, like you're not wanting to like take falling damage or possibly get impaled on the main pointy bits of the chimera. You can take Aurelion's hand.
Yeah, I'm going to take Aurelion's hand. Do I need to roll anything is the question.
No, because since you didn't get engulfed, you're not having to try and escape, since you won the contest on its turn.
Well, I got a 20 on acrobatics anyway. Aurelion's help.
So, can you select tokens now that we're not in turn-based mode?
Looks like it can. F? No. Alt.
I'll do it. It is F, but you have to be holding down the token. You have to be mid-movement.
I was hitting Control and Alt F. That ain't it. That ain't it. She-monster. What?
Apparently, chimera are female.
Well, like the chimera, because
Oh,
it says capitalized.
I see.
So
All right. And so you'll see this person's start kind of climbing up from down the rather steep hill. We'd love to chit-chat, but unless you particularly want the forge to burn down, we might want to try and put these things out. Kind of gesturing all around.
I aim a ray of frost at the one closest to me.
Build
Not
mode.
as good as I do.
Or no build mode? What? Why no build mode?
It dislikes you.
That is very strange.
I wish I had that item now. That bag of water. That would be helpful right now.
Huh.
The speech bubble from Kate's character is stuck on my screen now. Or just the tail of it.
That's unfortunate for
It's
you.
really weird.
I cannot enter build mode.
Really? That seems like a much more troubling
I'm
bug
gonna restart my game real quick.
to have introduced.
No, I don't want to be waiting on the GM.
Well, too bad, because otherwise, my options here are very, very limited.
It's interesting that when I play this game as the GM, I can see Game Master, you, at the top, but when I play as a player, there's nothing at the side of the screen to indicate me.
There is.
I just see Game Master, you, I see Dirk as Sam, and
you
I
see
see
Aurelian
Melisari.
and Eskel, who are the characters that you control.
I see them all the way up at the top in the corner.
Yep, that's what it's there to indicate you.
They're not duplicating the like information. Because if you're controlling a bunch of different characters, then which one will they display there?
I just expected it to be part of that information tree there. I always look there first and I see name, and I'm like, only 3 people here. Wait, I'm 3 people. I'm a person. Why am I not there?
Yay, building! Alright, so that's not the fire I meant to grab. You go back.
We didn't start the fire.
You were the fire.
Chimera did.
Alright, so, they see the ray of frost go out, and you'll see the um, uh, you'll see this guy kind of gesture to the Shambler and have it kind of start rolling over some of the ground fire.
Are these ones that we can just, like, help stomp out?
Mostly.
Okay.
You might need you might need something a little more specialized, like the Ray of Frost or something, to get the ones that are like in the treetops a bit.
Uh-huh. Actually, before we, spend multiple minutes going around stamping out flames, there are corpses here?
Um, yes, those would be our fallen comrades to that thing.
Were they lost during the fight with the Chimera?
Yes.
Could they perhaps be healed now before it's too late?
Given that most of them are, well, missing vital organs, not unless you're a much more powerful cleric than I would guess. Or you're a paladin. It's hard to tell. You've got the symbols, but other than that.
And they haven't said anything about him being drow.
Uh, they haven't yet, but they also saw him, you know, kind of. He was also very actively fighting the Chimera and doing it in a very flashy manner. So while he would be getting like weird looks, they're probably just not going to question it at this point, especially since they're outnumbered 2-1. Well, until you count the Shambler.
Yeah, but who
I
knows how
absolutely count the Shambler.
Then if there really is no hope of helping these people, and their allies aren't going to, give any indication that we should try, like, are they, in fact, in such a state that we could not simply heal them? They are beyond death saving throws, and we would need to cast a resurrection spell?
Yes, and a stronger one at that, because like even if you had access to Revivify, I wouldn't do it because that doesn't fix, you know, removed organs.
Okay.
Womp womp. Munch munch. I do not say that in character.
Then I'll die and say, well, I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner, before returning to stamping out flames.
I'm just glad you did. If it wasn't for your timely distraction, I would never have had the time to get this thing up and moving.
By what magic do you summon such a creature?
Um, Divine, if that's what you mean?
Are you a follower of any particular god?
Oh, I forgot. I rolled 11 on my religion.
Uh,
For all the good it'll do.
You've heard of creatures like this, but never of one under someone else's control, and that's all you really know.
Are you a Fey Knight?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, not. Uh, that's not a particular term I'm familiar with.
You're a paladin, right?
I am a cleric.
Oh.
My martial capabilities are limited, but I do still have some magics left.
Well, I would hope that if your martial capabilities were limited, that you had focused into magic. So, from whom do you derive your powers? Melora?
Let me double check my list of deities. Make sure I have the right name here. No. I gained my powers from Avandra. I expect Melora might dislike this creature.
Is it an abomination of nature?
Well, yes. In this case, yes, it is undead.
Huh. I thought you were merely summoning nature to stand for itself.
Well, had I the power to do that, I would, but all I could do was drain the life from the surrounding vegetation to make this.
I suspect you'd be correct about Melara not appreciating that.
Indeed. So I'm assuming that you guys are like talking while you're working at this point.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
So how did you happen to be this far out of town in such a dangerous place as to come find this chimera?
Well, frankly, the Chimera found us, but we were, well, looking for something.
Interesting and mysterious.
You wouldn't have to be familiar with like a black void or fissure around here, would you?
A what?
Did we see something like that when we were flying, voice in the sky?
Nope.
I repeat, a what?
A black void or fissure.
Void or fissure?
I probably am not quite pronouncing that second word correctly.
Oh, I know it. Okay, never mind. I kept hearing it as like FISHER.
Yeah, I figured, and
ISS,
that's why I tried to
You can either
clarify
pronounce it
that.
as fissure or fissure.
Fissure. Yeah, that would be a clearer way.
But your pronunciation was not wrong. No. I'm looking to the others for confirmation. We haven't seen anything of that nature in the area in our travels through. We only even happened upon you since you lit up the area when that thing breathed fire.
Well, we heard the roar first.
Ah, true.
So as to be
So-
more
Our tokens are all lit up, but what is the actual lighting right now? Does anybody actually have a torch out, or are we all just relying on the
you'll
dark
see the one that has been doing most of the talking will pull out a torch. So now that I'm not having to find tokens in the darkness for combat, I'm going to extinguish the excess torches.
Were they using torches during combat?
No, but the ground was also on fire.
Yeah, but before that it wasn't.
Well, like,
Maybe that's how some of the fire started.
in this case, like, maybe while you were wandering, you would have seen that this person had picked up a torch off the ground. So perhaps there was one previously to there being a alternative light source.
Well, I suppose you have been blessed then by the goddess of luck, as our paths cross by happenstance.
Indeed. Vondra does always seem to look after her own.
I'm sorry that we couldn't help you in your search for this fissure. May I ask why it is important to be found? As you can see, my friend and I serve Bahamut, so our only concern is the safety of the common people.
Well, perhaps you can keep an eye out as well. There have been reports of some sort of, void fissure, some form of opening appearing to be magical in origin, that some had believed undead were coming out of. And, well, you can see, I'm not particularly averse to having them around. It's not great to just have them wandering about. And, well, we're getting paid to look into this.
Do you mind if I ask who's paying you?
Hmm. It's coming as part of the war effort from the Raven Queen.
Did you come here from the Isle of Heaven, then?
No. We came from the war camp south of Mount Mistal.
Is that where you lived, I mean?
From where I lived? No. We've been here. Uh,
This
Mostly
fissure,
in Elzid.
this fissure, is it rumored to be in this area? Because we've heard tell of greater concentrations of undead farther west. I'm wondering if perhaps that could have something to do with it.
Could be, but from what we'd heard, there had been something here. So we are looking to at least investigate it, maybe see if there was some way to close it, or at least mediate it.
Well, perhaps we can help you search the area a bit. Most of us have the ability to see in the dark, which it seems like you lack.
Uh, yes, that was, well, one of the uh, things our companions were more useful for. May they rest. But
Indeed.
before we go searching anywhere, I would like to do something about them.
Can I ask you one more odd question before we get to work on it?
Yes.
My friends and I have recently heard a rumor about an enclave of drow that live somewhere between the far west and Alzid that have not been raiding the surface or attacking people. Do you know if there's any truth to this rumor? Is it one that you're familiar with?
Sorry, but I do not. You're the first I've met that would meet that description.
Hmm.
But as our uh, goddess is sure to remind us, change is inevitable. So, upon seeing you fighting for us rather than against us, I see saw no reason to question at this point.
With, not for.
Yeah, correct.
Any event. Dirk, I believe that we are uniquely qualified for such rites as he wishes performed.
Unless there's something specific for Avandra that he wishes to do for that.
I don't think he needs that for manual labor.
Do I actually have a shovel?
Maybe one of them does.
Um,
Inventory.
are we not concerned about them potentially being raised? As undead, that is.
He is a cleric, and has spell Gentle Repose. That would not be a concern for at least 10 days. If you wish them interred here, My friend raises a valid point. We've been burning the bodies of anyone we defeat. Prevent that eventuality.
Appreciate the offer, but I would wish to look after this myself, and besides, we only have the one shovel.
Well, for several hours of digging. We'll look around for this fissure while you work, I suppose.
Do you have any information as to the size of this thing that we're looking for, or anything that might help guide the search, or should we just approach this systematically?
Well, I don't have anything. I don't have much. I just know that it should be, larger than a, doorway, smaller than a small house, and that it should be within a few miles of here.
It's a large search area.
Better than the whole continent.
A house, you said?
Yes. Smaller than a house, larger than a doorway. It's the best estimation I can give you.
Was it contained in any kind of a structure or ruin, perhaps? Or is that unknown?
There are conflicting reports on that, so nothing that I'm aware of. For sure, at least.
What have the conflicting reports said? Could potentially offer a lead.
Some say had said it was like built into something. Others that it was just like a crack kind of growing in the mountainside. Well, not mountainside, the landside. Yeah. Growing in the ground. But and things of that nature. Is there something specific you're looking for?
Just seeing if there are any hints for things we should look for other than a void. Some landmark that we can start with. But if not...
You take care of the things you need. And we'll be in the area, searching.
Best of luck to you.
Bahamut, guide your path. Hey, Dirk.
Yes?
Doesn't this seem like it might be a good use for that map?
If only someone had attuned it.
I mean, would the void have been here for 500 years?
I don't know.
Not, but still worth checking.
You know what has been here for 500 years, apparently? The drow we're looking for.
We don't.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Yeah, we do know
Because
that.
yeah, we do.
Well, unless it wasn't who they were looking for. Which is possible. But yeah.
Very well. I will begin attuning the map.
About damn time.
I don't want us to become dependent on it, as we are going to need to return it.
Perish the thought.
But we have it, so we may as well make use of it during that time.
Especially since it's currently nighttime, which is the only time it works anyway. We are saying all of this out of earshot of our new friends. Here's my purpose in moving my token away.
Where did you move to? Because I followed you as you were moving. Okay,
We
there you
are southwest of you. There you are. And I assume we are
I just
keeping
jump
cover.
and dive.
Whoa, that was farther than I was expecting. I'm in a tree, I'm in a tree. Oh,
While I am doing this, how do we want to go about this search?
We definitely don't split up.
absolutely. Especially without sending stones.
Okay, didn't
Exactly.
Yeah, we do.
we?
That's why. That's one of the reasons why we can't split up. She was saying.
Yes.
No, I knew
Mentioned
that
or
was why she was saying it. I just couldn't remember if we had used it or not. But that's right, she had used it to communicate to us.
To tell us that she was going in.
Yeah.
Yep.
That we should
You were
just
like, no,
rush
wait.
over.
I mean, it was a worthwhile use.
And then she was like, wait, why did I even decide I was gonna go in anyway? That was stupid.
Look, you spend enough time around good people like these paladins, and, you know, you develop a couple habits.
Like, she's currently rolling her eyes that we're even looking for this void right now.
Well, it sounds like
also
it might be
kinda wishing-
dangerous to the people around, which, look at all the people around.
Oh, come on.
I
Where's your
see
sense of scientific
trees.
curiosity?
I killed the cat.
I mean, I am quite curious, however, it's not part of our current mission.
No, but getting that thing attuned will definitely help our current mission. And it was an excuse to get Dirk to do it.
Did you create that item in, or like a placeholder item or something in Beyond so that I can make sure I've marked down the attunement slot, or?
Right, first I forgot to make that one. My bad. I will go just
I can also just like find some random
Yeah,
item that
just pick
doesn't
something
modify
that has it.
stats and
just pick something that has
yeah.
an attunement and slap it in there.
Yep.
I will make one between sessions.
Before we start heading off in some direction, trying to search for this, a bit fanned out, but still very close to each other, do we want to figure out where exactly they had been searching in the first place so that we don't cover the same ground?
It's too
Is
large.
that in character or out of character?
That was in character.
Also, do they have any idea if there's like does it make noise, smell, lower the temperature? I mean, how would we tell when we're anywhere near it?
Hang on. I'm gonna start casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
I have at least 10 minutes of being able to see an aura, potentially, if it's magical. Which I would assume it is. Within 30 feet of us. That's the start.
Okay.
But I would have hoped they would have mentioned if there was any sort of information like that.
So let's break this down person by person. From my understanding, Malsari is starting to ritually cast Stack Magic.
Yes.
Dirk has
After I said
asked
things.
the party at large if they should find out, that they should find out where the other group has already searched and is waiting for an answer.
And is also beginning attunement of
is working on attunement of the map.
map.
What is Aurelion doing?
He was asking if they're asking where the other party have already searched. Also, what should you look out for looking for this thing? Like, does it have any noticeable, any characteristics that are noticeable from a distance? You don't just walk right past it and not realize like that it was just around a corner.
Okay. And Eskel, what of you?
Um, I mean, I imagine that he would be sticking with the group and alternately, like, climbing trees to get better views of areas to make use of his much longer dark vision than everyone else's to see if he sees anything worth investigating and pointing the group in those directions.
Okay. Does anyone want to answer Dirk's question? Start
Derek's
there.
question about checking with these guys about what areas I've already checked. No, because they probably missed it.
That's also fair.
Damn.
That was one of the reasons why I did it. Like, I asked us now of, do we want to just figure that out? But
I think that while it's not a bad idea, I think there's enough. They know little enough that it's possible they overlooked it. So eliminating areas they've already checked might only do us a disservice in the long run.
yeah,
All right. And so I guess that somewhat answers Aurelion's question as well, as that was kind of a prerequisite. Unless, well, no, I guess you still could go back and ask for more details if you wanted. Are you planning on doing that, or
Yeah, I'm just gonna double time back and just find out if there's anything to be on the lookout for. Is it just, what did they say it was, a fissure?
A void or a fissure that may or may not be growing out of something versus just a hole in the ground.
Yeah, so like, does it do anything? Does it like just find out if there's any?
Oh, and apparently undead are coming out of it.
Yeah, like notice anything from a distance? Like, does it make noise? Does it lower the temperature in the area? That's what I want to find out. Like, so that's how I'm gonna just double time back and just shout to one of them when I see them.
okay? Are any of you going with him, or are you three likely three waiting, going off the opposite direction? What are you guys doing movement wise? Yes,
We
Aurelion
would not be. We would
says,
not be splitting up. If that
Yeah.
stated that.
okay.
If he starts going back, then we will start going back, just
yeah.
maybe at a slower pace.
So, do you do anything first, or do you guys just head back after having walked for a little bit?
Arlan, where are you heading back to?
Wherever we came from. That's where they still are.
And what would be the purpose?
I want to find out if there's anything else about this fish or thing that they didn't share.
I mean, we already kind of interrogated all of that. What do you think they're going to share now?
I'm just wondering, like, does it have? Is there anything to be on the lookout for? Do they know anything? Because, I mean, looking for a hole is difficult in its own right.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Is it
why
a
we had
hole that?
asked them if, like, it existed inside of a structure of any kind, and they said that reports were varying, so there was nothing reliable.
If Did they say if any of the reports mentioned something about it that was noticeable from a distance? How did people find it? Did they hear a sound, or did they just happen to stumble across it?
And you can ask those things, but yeah, sure, we can go ask those things to save you.
And I'm going to head. I don't need to get right up to the people. I just have to get like within sight of them because I can shout.
Okay. Let me gather everyone up. So you're not splitting up. As you are getting close, you'll hear um, chanting celestial. Does this change your approach, or are you still just rushing up and shouting questions at them?
I don't speak Celestial, so I don't know anything about it.
Well, we know they were tending their dead, so they're probably casting a ritual to, like, tend their dead.
I'm just gonna wait till they're done. Are they all chanting?
I whisper to Eskel, what are they saying?
I do speak Celestial, so can I assume that it is a prayer to Avandra to look over the souls, or even the Raven Queen to guide the souls, or is there something else going on?
You could assume that. Like I couldn't stop you if you wanted to, but uh, from what you can hear, that is not what's going on. No.
Oh. What is going on?
Uh, it seems to be a spell with which you are not familiar, uh, but you do hear, as opposed to calling on Avandra for power, you hear the, like, basically the celestial equivalent for Vecna.
Oh. They were without symbols when we met them.
They had symbols, but just like, well, only one of them had a symbol anyway you could see, but this the presumed, well, the one who professed himself to be a cleric had a holy symbol hanging around his neck, and it was of Avandra.
Mm-hmm. I would lean back to Melsari and say, think things are not as they appear.
I cast Detect Thoughts quietly.
While she's doing that, I'm actually going to move forward, approaching and call out in common. Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt. We did have a couple more questions about that fissure.
Um, and as you get closer and you're able to see more clearly, you'll see that one of the bodies, which ailment had been head removed from body,
Mm-hmm.
now seems to have it reattached with plant matter, kind of filling in the missing chunks of what needs to be there to connect the two.
Oh, that'll get infected.
Upon hearing your approach, this one's just going to turn and say, let's see. He knows you're a paladin, so I'm going to say he's going to assume you understand Celestial.
That's quite an assumption. Dirk, do you speak Celestial?
It is.
Dirk does not speak Celestial.
It's like,
However, it's a
yeah,
decent assumption.
you might not, but it's like 50-50, and he doesn't want to take that chance.
I certainly am, like, making it not apparent that I know what's going on.
So, but before we get to things, I need to make sure I know what Dirk and Aurelion are doing.
And you need to give me thoughts.
And yes, I'll do that, but you'll still have to make a stealth check and things for them to not hear you casting.
Dirk would have put the map away because we were going back to these people, so he would have stopped trying to attune to it, because I assume it requires attention to the object.
All right, it does to a certain extent. Would you be following just right behind Eskel in his direct? Okay, so then let's put you guys up. Put you up here. What about you, Aurelion?
What exactly did Haskell say when he was listening to the chanting?
I said things are not as they appear.
And would I be able to infer from that statement to be on guard?
I probably.
But I'm
He
just going to
definitely
have my
seems
hand-
like not. He seemed not happy about saying it.
Yeah, being on guard seems a reasonable response to a statement like that in the situation we're in.
Yeah.
Right.
Most
Then I'm
situations, I would say.
going to. I'm just going to be ready to draw a weapon and defend myself if something goes down.
Okay. And Melsar, you said
Fair
you
enough.
want to do things quietly, so did you kind of split off to try and like flank a little bit so you could maybe get to where they're not looking to detect their thoughts? Or are you just kind of trailing a bit behind?
previously been here with everybody else. I guess I would have stayed here as they approached.
Like, it's up to you. I just need to get the starting positions more or less
Ugh.
nailed down before the inevitable.
Yeah, I'll just say I stayed here.
Okay, I'm gonna just plop you into an actual space.
Well,
Well, we're going to be in combat, so I'm going to need you to be in a space.
rude.
Well, at least begin initiative. Combat's up to you guys. So, if you guys can roll me some initiative.
I'm good at that.
I used up my good initiative last time when I didn't super need it. I have a 13 this time.
One of these days, I'm going to roll double digits for my initiative. I swear.
It doesn't matter what character you play, your dice don't like initiative.
Unfortunately, when I roll double digits, it's going to be a 10, which is going to become a 9. Yeah, no, I usually don't get particularly lucky on initiative.
I just need us to reach level 8, because then I'll have +4 initiative.
What level are we? We're 6, right?
7.
Or 7.
7, that's the thing. Hang on.
Which is why my
Oh,
lay on hands number had been wrong.
Ah!
Wait,
Sorry. Because I cast Detect Thoughts, I can get my first level spell slot back, which is cool.
Wait, what?
Kate,
What?
portent rolls.
I rolled them. They're
Okay.
in my Google Doc.
Just want to make sure, because I had never heard.
Yes, I did end up rolling them. Actually, when you reminded me to do other things yesterday, I rolled them at the same time.
Okay, so what? Aurelion, what's your initiative?
14.
14. Okay. Dirk. Oh, one second. All right. Eskel, what's your initiative?
13.
13.
Wait, hang on.
Oh.
Did you both get 13 again?
No, he got 14.
Oh, okay. Hey, me too.
Okay. Mel, sorry, what'd you get?
Also 14.
14. What's your plus?
2.
And Aurelia, what's your plus?
3.
Okay.
Yay for you.
Dirk, what'd you get?
I got 8.
You're not so far behind us. None of us rolled
Actually,
particularly
I could have left you exactly
well.
where I put you.
Did I have 8 last time?
No, it's just I had been moving things in the turn order, and you had ended up at the bottom because I was like moving you last. And well, you're staying at the bottom.
It's more fair to everyone else to let them go before I get to go wreck face.
You do that. Is there a way for me to? I guess I don't need to because I just did
No.
it. So
The Isle of Heaven represented all the gods, or just like all the good and neutral gods?
all the good neutral gods minus Melora.
Right, because she wouldn't have wanted to
she'd
be
have
in
a
a
fit.
city anyway.
Yeah.
There was like a little like 3 foot by 3 foot cube of no cobblestone that they just like put up a little sign that said Melora was here.
So should I roll a knowledge religion just to see what we might have been taught about Vecna, if anything, since he is kind of the whispered one?
Wait.
You may.
Do we know
You see a
that
while,
it's
you
Vecna
thwart it.
related? Does Eskel know that it's Vecna related?
Eskel's the only one that knows it's Vecna related because that's
Yeah.
Celestial.
basically whose power they were invoking as part of
I
the
might
spell.
soon. Well, I have already cast Detect Magic. As soon as you give me thoughts, I have thoughts.
I have a big fat 9 on my religion check.
Well, that still gets you some basic information because Ione exists.
Yeah.
And that's mostly just about their basic structure.
And that they're a pyramid scheme of knowledge prevention.
Somewhat, but
You say pyramid scheme. They say marketing opportunity.
but as whatchamacallit, as like Vecna's tenants are not particularly well suited to like large gatherings of his own followers.
Yep.
His tends to be more or less double agents implanted in other clergies and high political status, pretty much anywhere, trying to get his clerics or paladins in places of power, more or less professing to be someone else until he needs something done. So it's possible that others might even believe this person is a
Follower
cleric of Avandra.
But both were invoking these incantations, right? Both were incanting?
Nope, just the one that said he was a cleric. The other one's turned to fight you. The other one's still incanting, but is focused on the body in front of him.
This guy's turned to fight us, even though I haven't said anything hostile.
You haven't, but like as I said at the start,
He's making
he is aware that you're a paladin or cleric of some kind, and is just not going to take the risk that you might know Celestial, because it's more likely.
Right, but all I'm saying is, you said that most people would probably believe that this other guy is in fact a cleric of Avandra, but this other guy's actions right now indicate that he knows he isn't, and is working with him to serve Vecna.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
not just the one guy and a dupe. It's both these guys are Vecna followers.
Correct.
Okay.
At least a Vecna follower and, an employee.
Sure. But not a dupe.
Correct. That is what you can interpret from the current state of things.
Just making sure. Thank you. Alright.
Alright.
Begin us off. Mound of rotting, decaying.
Alright.
Okay.
Let me make sure I have the music going.
Something is happening. I don't have
Shambling Mound got the highest initiative roll?
Somehow.
Yeah, even though it has -1 initiative, it managed to roll a 16. So, not 16, a 17. And so it went down to 16.
It's just rude.
I just think it's funny that the other guys rolled lower than us and still higher than Dirk.
It's impressive.
We're only 5 numbers between us.
There's only 2 of them.
Well, they're all effectively the same stat block, so I'm rolling those 3 of them as a single initiative roll.
Give me thoughts.
1 second. What? It's 30 feet, right?
30 feet. I checked.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
I guess whoever was closest to me, which is presumably the guy chanting.
Okay. Then, from what you can interpret from his thoughts, which are entirely focused on spellcasting, you see that he's trying to basically raise these bodies back as undead, using pieces of the Shambler to fill in what was missing.
And you specified he's raising them as undead, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. So, start the battle music. So, the Shambler's first. It has no orders. It sits still. Aurelion.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to. Wait, have these guys actually been hostile yet?
Them looks like he's
They
dead.
have, like, this one has made hostile intent very clear. He has not actually managed to, like, attack you yet, but that's just because he's too slow. He is actively trying, like, in the middle of trying to attack you at the moment.
Okay, then I'm just gonna step up and give him a slap.
Step up, give him a slap.
With the business end of my rapier.
Oh, that's a thrust.
Right. Roll an attack.
Not if you want to slap them.
They're really not very effective at slapping. They're not made for it.
Yeah, it's just the like insult of it, you know? Not even worth the
I
business
challenge you
of the
to a duel
rapier.
by swatting you with my glove.
There's a 13.
That's 13, you said?
Yeah.
He looks heavily armored.
Well, he looks a bit more heavily armored than he is, but still, 13 is not quite gonna cut it.
Okay, for my second attack, will a 13 hit?
No.
Oh. I don't know, I was...
Thought I had it that time.
For that one.
Alright, bonus action or additional movement?
Actions. Bonus action. Wait. I will move one to my right.
To your right. So,
The way I'm... If he's in front of me.
like that?
His right, like Aurelian's right. Up onto... Yeah.
Yeah.
That way I'm leaving space open for
Okay.
else in there.
Then, Malsari.
I'm going to magic missile the fucker who is trying to raise dead.
Okay. Roll your damage then, because...
Oh, before I just kind of like... Well, I guess coming back here wasn't a bad idea.
That would be... Hang on. Okay, that's gonna be 5, 8, 11 damage.
Alright. So he needs to make a concentration check.
Hell yeah.
He succeeds, but he takes 11 damage. He's not bloody yet.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna move here. I don't want to be quite so close to the Shambler. And that's it.
Okay. Eskel, your turn.
I see. I'm going to interrupt what's going on over here. Talking.
Oh
Okay.
shit! I could have just counterspelled, couldn't I? Or no? Is it
You
only
would
when it
dispel
begins?
magic, I think.
I'm not...
I don't actually know.
It's neither, because it's in the process of being cast. So
Yeah.
you would need anti-magic field. Like, once it's cast, you could... Like, once he gets,
Spell,
like, the
like-
end point of its casting time, you could counterspell. And if it misses and his cast goes through, then he could just try to spell. Assuming it's not raising a corpse, which has a duration of instantaneous.
My 2 cents is that, like, counterspell would probably work, that just because it doesn't have a casting time of 1 action, it's got a casting time of longer than that, you're still interrupting the spell casting with counterspell. But
Yeah, I
that's my
guess
2
that's
cents.
Yeah.
In any event, I'm going to interrupt it because he's going to have to make a concentration check to keep casting if I hit him.
Well, yes. That was what I tried to do.
No, I get 2 chances, so...
Yes.
I'm gonna roll up and say, that's an interesting spell for a cleric of Avandra to be casting. I'm gonna swing at him. And, that is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Right, I'm gonna drop a level 2 smite on this.
Okay.
Double check my spell slots and make sure I can drop a level 2 smite on it, and I'm not just blowing smoke over here. Oh no, I can totally drop a level 2 smite on it. So he's gonna take a whole 5 points of non-magical piercing, and then 11, 12. Cool. 12 points of radiant damage.
12 and 5. Correct?
Mhm.
5 and 12. Alright, so...
17 points of damage.
Yep. He takes the full damage from both, and is now very bloody.
Does he continue casting?
I need to check the, save.
Please do.
See. What? Let's see, 17, so still base 10. Yes, he continues casting, barely. He literally rolled 10 on his save.
Okay, well, I crit this time. I'm gonna drop another level 2 smite, because fuck this guy.
Okay. How dead would you like him to be?
Extremely.
Damn it, I would have liked to ask him questions.
You speak with dead.
We don't have Speak with Dead.
You sound like you should get Speak with Dead.
I don't know if I can get Speak with Dead.
It's not
You're a
just
wizard. You can get
thing.
Speak with Dead.
Really?
Even if, like, I don't care if that's meant to only be a cleric spell. That should be a wizard spell. You
It's
can
a
get Speak with
necromancy
Dead.
spell. Alright, so he's going to take 5, 7, 15
Bard and
points.
Cleric. It's not a wizard one.
Non-magical. And, oh, cool. 1,
Why does
7,
Bard get Speak with Dead?
Because
10,
they can speak with anything.
11,
Hmm.
14,
But like, not even Cleric?
22. So
Bard and
22 and 15 is 37. So you'd need to make a DC 18 con check if he wasn't dead.
Okay, what was the total damage?
37.
37. Okay. He goes to negative 32 hit points. Had you dealt one more... Had you dealt one more damage, that would have been enough to insta-kill him if he was a player character.
Well,
So he's very dead.
I think this was a worthwhile use of my 2 second level spell slots.
Yep. I'm happy with it.
What happens to the Shambler?
Dark is proud.
Oh,
Either it crumbles or goes out of control. Either way, fun.
hang on, I need to check something about detect thoughts.
You'll be able to transfer it to a new target.
Did we get some feedback?
By the way, Malsari, please make a concentration check as you hear giant screams of agony coming through your tech thoughts.
I thought that might
The
be the
feedback.
case.
Oh, fair enough.
We're gonna say DC 12.
What is the skill, or do I just roll a straight d20?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Are you
Alright, that
within however much distance of Dirk or Eskel?
is- I believe I am. What's the distance?
Of Yerk. So
You get a +2.
What's the distance, though? I just
10 feet.
Oh, okay, great. I got a +2, you said?
Yep.
That's a 12.
Nice.
Yay!
The screams of the
Hooray.
damned do not disturb you. You should be
I mean-
disturbed by this.
They disturb me a tiny bit, but not enough to break my concentration.
Unflapped.
He was a bad guy.
So that's the edge of my bonus over there. Both of you are outside of it.
That's why we have the 2 paladins, though.
It's true. It allows us
Yeah,
to be in
'cause-
different parts of the battlefield, still buffing people.
Yep, and it lets Aurelion at least get it, because he's
Yep.
barely in range.
He is definitely
Hang on,
inside
though.
my range.
I need to go give Stella her insulin, so I will be back.
Okay, so, bonus action.
Bonus action. Well, I'm fine. I don't think I have any bonus actions that are useful right now.
Yep, and I believe Protection from Evil and Good should still be up. Because you guys didn't talk that long, and you didn't wait long enough for Melsari to ritually cast Detect Magic, so...
Yeah.
you
So it's,
didn't
it's
take long
what,
to get
10
back
minutes or
either.
something, I think.
Yeah, because it's 10 minutes in total, so you probably have like 2 minutes left
Yeah,
for this
something like
fight,
that seems reasonable.
but that's
More
most
than enough.
likely more than enough.
I think that for my final thing, I would just like humph at the smoldering ruin that was this man, and then turn to his friend and say, "I think you picked the wrong god to follow." A very deadpan.
The knight will then take a swing at you. For name rule! Crap! I mean, Vecna!
Ooh, that's definitely going to be points deducted when you go to meet them.
And as much as that is a joke, that does legitimately happen.
Wait. I'm confused.
We send him to the afterlife, to the god he served, and that god's gonna be like, "You weren't really serving me. Fuck you." What do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
Let's see. Does a 12 hit?
So close. But it misses.
Does a 23 hit?
Ooh. 23 will hit.
Please take... excuse me. 8 points of slashing damage as he manages to connect with his longsword.
Oof.
The last we did was to change the wording from me to you, correct? The damage trail.
Oh, right. So damage is flowing from you to me?
I believe so.
Okay. And it takes an action to flip it, so
Yes,
I
it
definitely
does.
didn't flip it just now.
Uh,
We should remember to flip that back.
well,
Since I'm the frontliner.
Yes.
why would you want to...
We flip it because that makes her ablative HP for me.
Yeah, although you do need to consider that doing that will also make concentration significantly harder for her.
It's true. But we've talked about we had the in-character
Yep.
development.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
And
I'm reading through Detect Thoughts, and the actual spell text doesn't say what happens when the creature you're focusing on dies. Do I automatically get to switch it, or would I still need to use an action, or would it just fail?
you would just need to use an action. It's like you're effectively just no longer targeting anyone with it, even though you're still under the effect of the spell.
Is it an action to change targets? I thought it was a nothing.
It's an action.
It's an action. Like, you don't have to do anything, it just takes time.
Okay.
Trying to pick out which mind you're...
It's kind of silly. I wish it was a bonus action.
Oh well. It is a powerful spell.
And then as his bonus action, he will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Oh, that's right, I do have Shield of Faith. But I couldn't cast anyway because I'm concentrating on protection from evil and good from my friends, so...
Alright. The, plant zombie will...
More zombie than plant.
Move over here and make a strike against Aurelion at
Hello.
disadvantage, because protection from evil and good.
I like that it's just straight up Conan. Down to the sword, it's just Conan
Does
the
anything
Barbarian.
happen with the Shambler when the person who conjured it dies?
You wouldn't really be able to tell, because it's not like it's got, like, a face. And it hasn't had its turn yet, so not that you can tell.
Well, mainly I just wanted to see if it, like, would kind of...
It was the cleric that said
Rumble
that he
out, I
summoned
guess?
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's fucked.
But I just wanted to see if it, like, just kind of, melted back into lifeless vegetation, or...
Well, if it is going to do that, it has not done it yet.
Carry on.
Aurelion, does a 6 hit you?
No.
What about a natural 1?
Oddly
And that's without
enough,
disadvantage, because I just didn't even need to roll it at that point. Alright, Dirk, you're up.
He might not be back. Only been 5 minutes. Takes 10.
Right. So, I'm just gonna give...
I think that he would come in and smash my target. He's always looking for excuses to fight. I know that about him.
Yeah. We could either do that, or I was just gonna basically bank his turn and basically let him take as many as he's missed once he gets back.
Yeah, but then he'll, like, mechanically miss the fun.
Fair enough.
Only 2 guys left.
1, 2, so he'll move here, and make an attack. I need to pull up his hit.
He's either at a +6 or a +7.
Let's see. It's +7, so that first attack is a miss. Second attack, also a miss, because I am rolling poorly.
Wow.
Yay!
I rolled like a 3 and a 7 on die.
Save those for the bad guys. Let me roll for them next time.
Okay. Shambler. Or the Undead Shambler, as you now know it.
Undead Shambling Mound with no orders.
It starts to just kind of writhe, and you'll see it, some of its vines just kind of start to jut out in random directions as it makes a strike against you. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's undead, though, isn't it at disadvantage? No, wait, I don't have...
Not to hit you.
Oh, good.
Please take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And it will make a second attack. Just making sure. It rolled a 17 again. Well, 17 on die, so 24.
Okay.
But this time you only take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. However, you are now engulfed as its second slam drags you into the creature.
Of course. I'm bloodied, by the way.
And that is its turn. Aurelion.
This guy who just attacked me, or tried to attack me, I'm gonna return that favor.
Okay.
But hopefully I returned it slightly better. Nope. Nope, that's not a D20. Okay. Right, so far it's on track to being exactly the same. That's a natural 1. And that's another 13.
13, and you're aiming for...
The barbarian.
Alright, that hits.
Hooray! Five plus 8 piercing damage.
Alright, he takes 8 points of damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Melsari.
Hell. I said no hugs!
I'm gonna use my action to switch the damage from, to flow from him to me.
Okay.
And, yep. That's my thing. No, I'm not gonna waste inspiration on this.
Feel the armor change, just go, thank you!
I will say, though, keep that one alive so we can question him. Just in case.
The mound?
No, the human, or humanoid.
Okay, just making
The one
sure.
that thinks.
I never know.
Eskel.
Okay, am I restrained?
Let me double check your exact conditions. You are grappled by it,
No.
blinded, and restrained.
The point of combining blinded and restrained?
Also, you're unable to breathe.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, well then I guess you didn't thank me. And I know something's wrong.
Alright.
Alright, so, Toll the Dead,
Alright, what are you telling the dead?
the Mound.
The Mound. Okay.
Wait, does Toll the Dead have... I don't want to do this, but does Toll the Dead have a verbal component?
I mean, it wouldn't matter. I
If you
can
can't
still
breathe?
speak if I can't breathe.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess it's probably crushing your lungs, and you can
I'm
kind
back.
of get an exhale in.
Welcome back.
I suppose.
What did I miss?
You missed one of your turns, and Eskel has been engulfed by the Undead Shambling Mound.
That's not good.
I figured that you would go and attack the thing that I was fighting, but unfortunately Derek decided to miss with both attacks.
Oh, well, he should have not done that. That's just rude.
Yep. Now, the problem is that I can't see, so I can't cast it. According to the way it's written.
That's unfortunate.
Hold up.
Because, like, you're inside it. You would think it wouldn't matter if you couldn't see it.
I would think that. The writing says that you point at a creature you can see, and then you attack it. Which is to
Okay.
protect invisible creatures, but also I'm blind.
So-
So,
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna need a little ruling on this, like, from you guys, because I'm unsure as to what its intention with this is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have just put it into the Discord. The Undead Shambler makes 2 attacks. Both attacks hit a medium or small target. Target is grappled. Escape DC 14. It's meant to mean that it's supposed to be able to, like, act as if it got a 14 on its grapple check, and that you should have had a chance to avoid the engulf portion.
Putting the escape DC right there tells me that there's supposed to be an escape check right there, especially because after that you're restrained, which gives you disadvantage, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's really weird. Because
So,
doesn't it?
I'm going to go with, because it's in the multi-attack section, not the engulf section,
Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to get, like, right then, not once it has you.
Okay.
So, do me a favor and roll either acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Well, I got a 20 on that because my acrobatics is +6. I am
Okay,
apparently
so then you are
beast.
not engulfed.
I am beast at acrobatics.
So then you are not engulfed.
Okay.
Does that change your action?
It would change my action because now that thing is, with the amount of damage it did to me, clearly the greater threat. So I'm going to use my actions on that creature. I don't have to move or anything, so I don't have to worry about this guy. I'm going to attack the Shambling Mound. I had hoped that it would... I told people that it was either going to disappear or go out of control. It went with the go out of control option.
Yep.
So that's a 15 on die, so 21 to hit the Shambling Mound.
That's a hit.
Okay, I'm still going to burn a level 1 spell slot because I need this thing to go away.
Okay.
So 3, 6.
It is undead. You'll get an extra d8.
Nice. 6 points of non-magical piercing. 7. Thanks. 8 points of radiant.
Okay,
Back it
so
again.
6 and 8.
Yep. And my second attack is going to be a 9 to hit.
A 9 will not hit. It is not resistant to any of the damage you dealt with the first strike.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself with Lay on Hands.
Okay.
I am going to stats.
One thing I will say
Uh-huh.
is that since you saw it having been ordered around to deal with the fires, You are where it is very slow.
There isn't current. There. Okay, I can heal myself for 20 points of damage, leaving myself 10 points of lay on hands. So, 20. Bring me back above bloodied. Then I can move 5, 10. Get over there without attack of opportunity. We're still close enough that she'll be taking my excess damage for me. It'll have to move 10 feet to get to me. It probably. But it is. Roll, so I'm first target. That might. Okay. I think that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Night turn. Oh no. He's gonna disengage and book it.
One day I will get Sentinel.
Is it when you turn 8?
I'm very tempted for it to be that day.
5, 10, 15,
I don't think I have sent it.
20, 25, 30.
I know it's on my 5-year plan. No. I currently only have medium armor master. Level 8, I'm taking resilient dexterity.
Nice.
Get me up to 18 dex and give me a ridiculous dex saving throw.
Nice.
Okay. The knight has booked it. Zombie will attack.
Rude. I didn't even get to shift my thoughts onto him.
And it will miss with its first attack. With like 6, I think it was. And its second attack is a 19. Will that hit you, Aurelion?
A 19 will hit.
Alright, then please take 9 points of necrotic damage as this thing slaps you, more or less, as trying to, and you just feel like the life force drained out of you, almost.
Okay.
Slap of enervation.
Dirk. There's a coward, there's a zombie, and then there's a really big scary thing.
It's only scary if it eats you. I mean, it's actually also scary if it doesn't eat you, but the fact that it can eat you is definitely scary.
I think I'm gonna go for the coward.
Fair enough.
So, where am I? I'm here. He is here.
Wait, that means on its turn it can come after me again. God damn it!
So, 3.
You're moving him? Wait.
I'm moving him back because I just realized that he should have been prone when he fell, because this is a decent drop.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty decent drop, sure.
And he wouldn't have had enough movement to get up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think I am then going to.
Does the zombie get an attack of opportunity against you?
It will if if that's where he wants to move.
Where's the zombie?
Beside
The
me.
barbarian thing right here.
Okay, then yes, it'll get an attack of opportunity against me. Does it have Sentinel and I should stop?
No, it does
okay.
not. Does a... Let's see. 11 hits you.
An 11 will miss. So I think that I am going to Misty Step
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Instead of walking?
to
Or
here.
He was out of movement speed.
I did not have enough. I could have.
You could have
You
just straight up
could have
Misty
gone to the
Step instead
edge,
of
but you wouldn't have
walking.
been able to.
I could have fallen
Actually,
on
yeah.
the guy.
Oh wait, you can well, you could have Misty Stepped first, I suppose, if you want to fall on him as well, and you'd also avoid the attack of opportunity if you want to Misty Step first. But that's up to you.
But I would have been prone. Which
I mean, you could have teleported to a spot above him and then stepped down with your movement.
Either way, so movement and teleport can get you pretty much anywhere next to this guy that you want to be.
is this guy prone or did he stand up?
He is prone. I forgot. I can do
Excellent. That means I have advantage.
Why is he prone?
He fell.
Because he jumped
Oh.
off the cliff with decent-sized armor.
Okay, so
He fell down, go boom.
I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay. Make your attack with advantage.
That is a. That's hard to read. That's a 20 on his AC.
That'll hit.
Okay. I think I am going. How hurt does this guy look?
He is not bloodied.
I think I'm gonna second level smite him.
Okay.
Nice.
Don't kill him.
Smite bro, smite bro.
I mean, he's not bloody yet. He's a hardy young chap. It's what, 3d8 for a second level.
Second
smite?
level is 3, yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got one of my maul dice was a 1, so I re-rolled it. So the thing, and then I got a 1 on it.
Motherfucker.
That is going to be 8 non-magical bludgeoning damage and 16 radiant damage.
Alright, so that's 24 in total.
Yes.
Alright, takes the full damage and is now bloody.
Okay, and I swing again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Smoosh.
That. I like this advantage thing. It's been useful. That is a 22 on his AC.
That'll hit.
And I am going to first level smite.
Okay.
Oh, and I get to reroll both of my maul dice.
They both came up 1s?
They both came up 2s, and then one came up a 4 and the other came up a 1. Not super lucky with my damage right now.
Not grand, but that's why you have smite.
So that's 9 non-magical bludgeoning damage and 6 radiant damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Okay.
God damn it.
Not
that I can tell that from here, but I hate
Did she
you
tell me
right
not
now.
to kill him because we wanted to question him?
Yeah.
She
Yes, I
actually
did
did,
earlier.
but before you
I
got
said,
back to your
don't kill
computer.
that one so we can question him.
You
So
could
then
choose
I
not to
choose
smite if you
not to-
wish.
Well, I choose not to kill him.
I mean, you're smiting.
It's still a melee attack.
Oh, cool. That seems weird.
It's not. Yeah, it isn't a spell. It's melee. You at range you can't not kill something. I think.
I thought any spell you could
It's also
choose.
a
You
smite
could-
isn't a spell.
Okay.
Well, I will look at it later, and for now, just go with the convenient option of sure he's unconscious.
It's like if you had the Radiant Sword from Ravenloft. It does radiant damage when you swing, but it's still a melee attack, so you can do it non-lethally.
I guess that does make sense mechanically, but thematically, I find issue with that. But regardless, I will look into that later.
Yeah.
Specifically ranged in spells. But it's not a spell.
Okay.
That seems weird. You would think any magic damage, unless it's specified otherwise.
Alright, so I think that's it for you, Dirk.
I don't make the
Yes, that
rules.
is the end of my turn.
I just litigate them.
Alright, Shambler is up. It's going to move here. It's not going to have any targets. It would like to move forward to its closest target. It cannot with its current movement because there's bodies slowing it down. So it dashes and moves here.
What's its
Aurelion.
movement speed?
20 feet.
Alright, I am going to rage and yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack this zombie.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's time to get reckless.
You're gonna wreck it.
Okay, so so that's a crit.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
So that is 2d8.
Right.
Nope, come back here. Six plus 3 is 9. Plus 5 is 14 piercing damage.
Alright, it takes 14 piercing damage.
And next. That is a 12 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, that's not as good. That's 7 piercing damage.
Alright, it takes 7 piercing damage and is bloody.
Hooray. And
Any movement?
plenty of movement, but I don't know. I don't think there's any place I really want to go. Nope, that's it. I'm gonna end that there.
Oh, sorry, your turn.
I am going to so this little step up directly east of me, are we counting that as difficult terrain to get up?
Yes, but if you were to say go like that, that's not difficult terrain because that's a much shallower step.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if the corner would still work. Alright, no problem then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I see Dirk and them from here?
From
Hang on. Let me snap to. If I can remember how to do that. Hang on. From I think there was the
Yeah,
end. Of my
that's 30.
There's
You
lots
could
of foliage,
probably
but
see
I
them
can see.
because I don't think, given that these trees,
They
in-game
wouldn't
trees
quite
are
as lush.
not see-through at all. But the actual trees should be much more see-through. So yeah, you can see them.
Okay, so I can tell that he's downed. Alright, good. Then I am going to... Does the Shambler have cover from these allies, or partial cover from these allies?
It would have half cover from the plants.
What's the detriment to half cover again?
The creature will have +2 AC.
Okay. Then let's just hope for the best. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at it.
Okay, make your attack.
Nope, that's a 10.
That
Just
will
want
miss.
that thing to not move at all.
Oh, actually, I had been planning to ask how detect thoughts would work with an unconscious creature, but that's okay. I will keep that as my action and call it there.
Okay. Escol,
That's me.
you are face to face with your old friend.
Oh, yay. It seemed he didn't attack me after he moved, or did I... was I
You had
not
to
thinking?
dash.
He had to dash to go 10 feet?
Yes, because of the corpses slowing him down.
That's hilarious. Oh,
It only
man.
has 20 feet of movement, man.
Alright. Fair enough. I'm just deciding at the moment if I'm going to make a movement part of what I'm doing next. Because I do want to attack it. Oh, that it's hurt. Did you say that it was bloodied already? Or
No. So far, the only things you know about it is that speed is roughly 20 feet, and that it's resistant to fire.
Okay, and it's fire.
And that's undead.
And that it's undead because I got the extra smite damage. Alright.
If those of you watching at home, the resistance to fire came up last session.
Yeah, speak Chimera breathing fire on things. Can I tell if it's been relying on sight or not?
You don't see any eyes.
So it's likely that it's not.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably.
You don't see any traditional source of vision for this creature.
I don't have much time left on protection for evil and good anyway, and it's not been really helping my two allies. Turn it into Shield of Faith with my bonus action, which is still less useful than protection from evil and good. But that would take a action. Sorry, I'm just trying to what is best.
How are you looking, by the way? Are you bloodied already?
I'm no longer bloodied since I got to heal myself, but I don't have much healing left in the tank. I don't have any teleportation, so I would just have to run if I... Still in action. I think that the most efficient things I can do are attack. Really, I'm thinking about that. Faith. Okay, I'm going to start with attacking. While I'm attacking.
Okay.
Got it? Alright, that is a... Fuck. That's a crit. Well,
Hope you got some smities.
I do. I have 1 second level spell slot left, and I think if ever there was a time to dump your last most powerful thing into something, now is it. So, my second level 2 crit smite of the day.
Yes!
So, first,
And don't forget it's undead.
4. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. 7, 11, 14 points of non-magical piercing damage. And then 8. Very nice. 14. 17. 20. 25. 28. 32. No, 34. 39 points of radiant damage.
Okay, 1 second while I figure out if it's just bloodied or very bloodied. Either way, it's pissed.
It
The plant
like
could
it
be
tried to
angry.
eat me. Fuck this thing.
It is only bloodied, but
Woof. It's
it
got
was
HP.
Yeah, Shambling Mounds have lots of HP. They're not fun.
What a surprise! But still, 32. There were some decently high numbers in there before a couple low ones.
Yeah, it was good. That was a good hit.
all right. Second attack.
Second attack. Smackies. 2 on die, so 8. That's gonna miss.
Correct. That will miss.
Alright, I'm going to turn another spell slot into Field of Faith on myself. Sorry, people who are benefiting from my protection from evil and good. And I'm gonna make it chase me.
All right. It'll make an attack of opportunity.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh wait, I forgot I already hit. So does a 9 hit you?
It does not. Good thing I put on Shield of Faith. Alright.
Would it have mattered?
No.
Oh yeah. Now that people are not. Now we're back in combat. I should throw the torches back on.
I put mine on me. So the question is, if I drop off here, is there a save I need to make? Can I roll acrobatics to tumble it out?
Yeah, you could acrobatic it to tumble it out.
Plus, I'm only wearing medium armor instead of heavy.
Or at the very, but it's a short drop, so you could also just, you don't even necessarily
I
tumble.
mean,
you could
it
just
looks like it's the
just
same
go a bit
drop
lower.
Mr. Heavy Armored busted his ass on, which got him
Yeah, but he's just,
absolutely
like-
wrecked.
Yeah. Well,
1, 2.
in his
3.
case, he's just bad at absorbing, landing on his, landing on his feet.
Yeah.
From like
I
a
have
10-foot
rolled
drop.
nothing but 14s on die for all my acrobatics check, and this one is no exception. I got another 20.
All right. Well, you're good.
Alright. That's... Sorry, I just counted it and immediately got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as I run away, I say, "Chase me!" That's my turn.
It is the knight's turn. The knight is unconscious. It's the zombie's turn. It will attack Aurelion. Does a 18 hit you? Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, you don't have disadvantage anymore. So yeah, does an 18 hit you? Aurelion? You be or bead.
No, bad timing.
Wah.
Anyway, I sent you some supporting ruling. Since he's not around and we've got nothing but time.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I got distracted for a second there.
I sent you supporting information about knocking things unconscious with Smite.
Ah, that was what I was getting distracted by.
Hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna put my mouth.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So, and this on the thing about how things get knocked out, I'm gonna rule more in favor of how the game is designed, so as not to incidentally unbalance things.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can knock out with Divine Smite, but yeah, right. But not with
Shocking grasp.
Well, I didn't read the full thing. I just jumped to the.
Ranged and
Oh.
spells are generally not able to be used to knock things out.
It's like.
The idea is that you can hold back or pull your punch
Yeah.
with a melee attack.
Yeah. But to your point earlier of the Sun Sword or Sunblade, whatever it's called, for that I might make an exception because it doesn't really have a blunt part of the blade you could like use or any method of which to attack in which would not be lethal or at least deliming.
What do you mean? Lightsabers are totally non-lethal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, melee attack with smite, yes. Spell, no. Range attack, no.
Sun Sword specifically, no.
Sun Sword specifically, also no.
Well, I would ask you this, though. Does not the Sun Sword have a not lightsaber portion handle that you could technically club them with a pommel strike?
Fair point. Exception removed.
You
However,
acquire a sun sword.
presumably, if you use the radiant damage, you wouldn't be able to. I guess you could knock them with the flat of the blade too.
Well,
There's no flat
the
of a
Sun Sword
lightsaber.
doesn't have a flat of blade. It's a lightsaber.
That's his argument, is
never
that
mind.
because the Sun Sword is a lightsaber, it doesn't have a flat of the blade.
Yeah, no, I know. I have been corrected on that. But pommel.
Well,
yes.
regardless, that particular exception doesn't matter because no one has one.
It's true. It's also
Yet.
I know. Hey guys, I found this, like, handle of a sword, but where's the rest? Psst, never mind.
I found the rest of it.
Incidentally, because any of you have lay on hands.
Focus.
Alright.
Where'd he go?
Jebel, are you back? Oh, now he's back.
Yay!
Yep.
Thomas, you are getting
Yep.
hit, I believe. Does an 18 hit you?
An 18 will hit me. He hit me with advantage, did he?
No.
Eskel had to drop it.
Eskel removed his protection from evil and good on you in favor of giving himself Shield of Faith when he's trying to kite the big monster.
Big monster was
Yeah.
a big problem.
Please take...
No, but I recklessly attacked, so...
Oh. No, then let's see if he crits. He does not crit. Please take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, joy. I am-
Sorry, buddy. Big tree monsters.
Does 23 hit you?
Yes.
Please take 8 points of necrotic damage.
No. Is that 8?
Yep.
Hi.
Close enough.
Okay.
And that is the zombie's turn. Are you still alive?
I am still alive. for
Cool.
now.
Dirk, you're up.
Okay. So, Eskel just ran that way and shouted,
Chase
"Come
me!"
get me. Chase me. Something along those lines. So I think I am going to... move to here,
Nice.
Okay.
and then prepare to hit a thing if it does indeed go to chase him.
Look, it's
Fingers
either gonna
crossed for
chase me
that.
or it's gonna go after the zombie. Either way, I win.
Okay.
And I will say to I will say to Dirk, I will say to Eskel, the other one's unconscious.
Nice. I was a little concerned since Mel wanted it not dead.
We have some
Shambler
questions.
turn. So we're right here. So good. Okay, so I can still see everything just fine. It will attack the zombie.
Either way, I win.
It crit the zombie! It's gonna... Oh, this thing is so dead.
Look, excellent plan. Meet enemies.
Alright, so let's see here. I don't want to roll this on my table because it will take longer than I would like. So... it takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's not a great crit.
The
It's
two
really
ones
not,
were
no.
really sad.
Because, like, everything was 5 or less. And there was 2 1s. But still, that takes it to very bloodied. But that's actually good in this case, because that means its second attack will also be against the zombie.
Woo!
As opposed to Aurelion.
It's true. If it had killed the zombie outright, it might have moved to Aurelion next.
Alright. Let's see if these 2 1s can redeem them. Oh, wait, no, I can't roll just the 2. Oh, well. Now it takes 50. It takes more from the non-crit. That's sad. But that's enough to kill it. And now it will move 5, 10 to here, taking this corpse with it as it has engulfed it
Nom, nom, nom,
from
nom, nom, nom.
moving over it.
What about the other corpse?
It can only hold 1.
Ah.
We just hear whomp, whomp, shuffle. It's like, I don't think it chased me.
Alright, Aurelion, your turn. You have a new friend!
Hooray.
And your old friends have run off some other direction.
It's fine. Probably.
And taken your protection with them.
That's less fine.
It's okay, I got you, fam.
So I've seen this thing attack Haskell, have I?
Yes.
Yeah,
He took a lot of damage from it.
it sucked.
But I'm also telling you, I got you, fam. But not really.
Oh,
Because A, that's a weird way to phrase it, and B, I'm not going to say anything.
I just want you to know this thing that I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the mound, so...
Alright, make your attack.
Recklessly attacking is once per round, is it?
Yeah, you it's just when you take the attack action, you just decide at the start of the attack action if you are recklessly attacking or not.
Recklessly attacking again anyway. Oh, so close. So close. Is it 25?
So close for a crit, then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was a 19.
Yep, that'll hit.
Let's see. Shit. That's 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. Alright.
And the next is a 21.
Alright, that'll hit.
That's 8 piercing damage.
Alright. It is now very bloody.
And that's it. Not much else I can do.
Okay. Malsari.
I am going to assume that we're not going to be able to kill this on this turn. And I'm going to move here. And I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Aurelian and be sad.
Okay. Goodbye, detect thoughts.
It's fine, I'll recast it when we're ready to interrogate him.
You might need to detect the Mound's thoughts.
Anyway. I am somewhat doubtful that the Mound has greater than 3 intelligence. Personally.
What?
3 corpses in it. So, like...
Escort.
My turn.
Yes, that's what I said your name.
Yeah. So after the whomp shuffle, I'm like, I don't think it chased me, Dirk.
And we'll have to chase it.
It's true. 5, 10, 15, 20. What is it to go up this incline here?
I would say just difficult terrain for that one. You could go up the
30.
You could go up this one though without difficult terrain from here to here.
Ah. On a tick. Here. 5. 4. I had been. 20. 5. 30. Good enough. And we are going to Toll the Dead. Make a wisdom saving throw, Mr. Mound.
Okay. I guess I need to get in the habit of asking this. Mel, sorry, would you like to replace its role?
Wait.
But I guarantee that it gets a load if you want. If you have.
Yeah, I might as well.
Alright, what would you like to give it?
It gets a 6.
It gets a 6. Okay. It gets a 6! It has no modifier for wisdom saving throws.
Alright, it fails. Thank you, Melisari.
Okay, so you deal what? 1d12, 2d12 necrotic?
2d12 necrotic comes out to 15 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, as you cast this spell, and you feed it necrotic damage, you see parts of its vines start to retach, to knit themselves back together. In short, it has a feature called Necrotic Absorption. Whenever the Undead Shambling Mound is subject to necrotic damage, it takes no damage and regains a number of hit points equal to the necrotic damage dealt.
Ah, good to know. We learned something.
Betrayed now.
What?
I feel betrayed now. Like Derek. Do you want to do this thing that you can?
Well, I didn't know what you had,
fails?
and I had legitimately before knowing what Escals are doing. Like, I needed to get in the habit of, and then that just happened to be what happened.
Minding me.
Sorry.
I see this happen. I go, Okay, no necrotic damage, people.
I probably should have realized that ahead of time and not. But hey, confirmation.
It had crossed my mind, but it's good to have confirmation.
At least you didn't waste your only action from Incite It on trying to heal it.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Okay.
Alright, Dirk.
Can I get up here? Like, what's the height? I don't imagine I'll be able to do anything after getting up.
You could. What's your strength score?
My strength is 18.
You could get up there if you had, if you could had a running start for a running high jump.
Running helps high jumping?
Yes, it does.
So if instead of moving to here, I moved here, and then...
Pretty much.
Okay. Is it one?
The other option would be an athletics check, but it would just get the same result with the possibility of failure.
Yeah, I am untrained in athletics, and it makes me sad.
That was a choice.
Being untrained in athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got insight, intimidation, religion, and survival.
Alright, you still have an action, however.
I imagine I'm prone.
Why would
From
you?
pulling myself up.
Yeah, it's...
So I'm gonna dash so that I can stand.
Okay, you stand, I think you have 15 feet... half 25 rounded down, so it would take 10, so you'd have 15 left.
5 left.
What?
5 left.
Why would he have 5 left?
Because remember that dashing doubles your movement and standing up from prone is half your movement, so it's 25 feet.
Yeah.
Standing up from prone costs more if you're dashing.
Because you have more movement.
Right.
You use 20 feet to get here because you move 5 feet out, 15 feet back, and then, 10 feet back, and then 5 feet to cross that one, so that's 20 feet. Then he dashed and got up, so 25 feet is 45, he has 5 more feet.
Prone. It doesn't say. Alright, I'll have to find the rules for where it says how you get up from prone, because I had remembered it differently.
I'll get it for you,
But
you keep doing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna have to do that later. Alright, so it's the Shambler's turn. It will make an attack against Aurelion. And you recklessly attacked, correct?
I did.
Okay.
But
doesn't
he
matter.
now has protection from evil and good.
So
Yes,
Does-
it does have protection. Yeah.
does a 13 hit you?
Nope.
Does less than a 13 hit you?
Yay!
I'll just send you the...
Aurelion. your
Oh,
turn.
thank Christ, that was...
I could have ended poorly.
Yeah, because I'm not in a good way.
It's the second paragraph that starts with "you can drop prone." It's the second sentence.
Let's see there. Okay, and I'm recklessly attacking again.
Okay, so I see what it says, but this is where...
Dashing doubles your speed.
No, dashing doubles your movement. Your speed is always the same.
No. I showed you the section on it. Dashing doubles your speed.
Anyhow, Aurelion, what are you doing?
Technically, it says you gain extra movement. The increase equals your speed. At least in the dash. I don't know if you have other additional information. This is just from straight the dash. So unless there's more, you could make the argument.
Regardless, it doesn't matter right now because we've moved past that point. If we want to discuss it, we can certainly do so like after the session, but as we're at around time, I would like to try and finish this if we can, as we are rather close.
Yeah. First attack's 9 piercing, Well, no, it's an 18 to hit
That'll hit.
and 9 piercing.
Alright, it takes 9 piercing.
And the second is a crit,
Okay.
and it takes. What is that? 12 piercing.
Okay, it takes 12 more piercing and is now very bloody again. Melsari.
Damn, he healed it enough to make it not bloody again?
Not very bloody.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, we're just gonna Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Mm.
Just make it slow.
I mean, I have a feeling it's not leaving Aurelion anyway. But I'm... debating that versus spending a spell slot for Magic Missile. Fuck it, Ray of Frost.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Crit!
Okay. Roll your damage.
I also get to roll double dice, right?
Yep.
Let's see. 7 plus 13 is 20 plus nothing else. 20 damage, cold.
Okay. It is resistant
By 10.
cold damage.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I just wanted to see.
So it takes 10 points of damage and is still up.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of her next turn.
That too.
And I think that's it.
Eskel, you're up.
Actually, I'm going to move back a tiny bit.
Okay.
Too late.
Uh,
Unless you want to move me a tiny bit. Oh, never mind. Just there is fine. Okay, carry on.
Out of curiosity, my Friends with Benefits feature only works if I am not one of the targets, right? I can't put it on someone else and me. It has to be two others.
Yourself and you can put it on yourself and one other target.
Oh, okay.
So, Shield of Faith is that ranged or
Shield of Faith, I
touch?
think, is touch. But I was thinking about switching it back to Protection from Evil and Good and just giving it to, like, me and Dirk since we were standing next to each other.
Okay.
Thinking about. Yeah, I think I will do that, and I'll move up and shout at the thing, since I used my action anyway. Double check my health here. 10 HP left to give. No, I'm gonna hold on to it because if he goes down, I'm gonna wanna heal him. So, yeah, I'm gonna come shouting at the mound right up to it, see if I can get its attention, but I've got no action left to do anything.
Okay.
But now, me, Dirk, and Aurelion all have Protection from Evil and Good.
Dirk, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move up and hit a thing, I think.
Hit it.
One,
Hit it good.
3. Was any of the... I guess even if, like, the 2 steps that I took were difficult, I think I could still make it here.
You're fine. Those were just one like block, like one like half block up, so you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at it.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm going to first level smite it.
Okay. Don't forget your extra D8 for it being undead.
Yep. That is going to be 9 non-magical bludgeoning damage and 13 radiant damage.
Alright. With the smite, it goes down.
Okay.
Aw. I want to test force damage too. It's fine.
Well, for the out-of-character knowledge at least, I can tell you, you've
No.
tested all of its resistances and immunities.
Aw.
At least as far as damage is concerned.
I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Oh dear.
Alright. And with that,
I guess that's it.
I believe we have had a session.
Indeed.
Wow.
Yep. It's 9 o'clock. I am going to be busy next week, so it's going to be 2 weeks until the next session, unless we desire to find a postponed date for in between.
Hey, I'd been going to say earlier that Mom's gonna visit next weekend, but I believe she'd be out of here before our session started anyway. But now it really won't be a problem.
Well, I hope you guys have had fun.
Yeah.
That was a rough
Thank you
fight.
for running.
Yeah, it was expected to be. It was deadly on the encounter builder.
I'm
That was a
glad that I
horrifying number of
smushed.
crits. But
There
just
was a
between
horrifying
everyone-
number of crits on both sides, but mostly ours. I'm glad that I smushed the cleric before he made us fight any more things. That one
Yeah,
zombie
that was
he
good.
raised was pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
I'm glad
He
I was
wasn't-
able to sick the Shambling Mound on it.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to raise anything else mid-combat. He was just going to have to break off his spell and fight you himself, but he just hadn't had the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, well. Hard to do that with a
I'm okay
smushed
with that.
face.
The zombie had high health, well, relatively high health, and decent damage, but lower attack and almost no AC.
And if I hadn't wanted to come back,
I can give you another, like... Let's call it 7 HP there, Aurelion, just so that I have 1 HP for each of us in case we go down.
I mean, I still have my full pool. I can heal him a bit.
Nice.
Do we want to do that now so that it's done before the...
I think that wouldn't be a
Second.
bad idea, just so that, like, we've got the points marked down as spent, and he's got his HP for next time we're not. Like, okay, let's carry on, and then a fight starts, and he's like, oh, by the way, I'm
Oh,
at,
yeah,
like,
this
2
happened,
HP,
right?
guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm going to give you 20.
where does it actually mention being bloodied?
It's a 4E thing.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh,
That's not going to appear in the book. That's our term from a previous edition of D&D.
Yeah, it's a 4E thing that's just a useful marker so that people know how the flow of combat is going.
But they have an idea of when they're getting steamrolls and when they're winning.
Yeah.
I'm with 20. I'm still bloodied.
Woof.
How about if I give you another 5?
Then I'm not.
Okay. So that leaves me with 10.
There, you're healed. He's like, you're like, Boof? Okay,
I
now
put my
I'm there.
hand on your shoulder and you're just like, oh, okay, and then I just put my other hand on your other shoulder.
So bloodied is half HP. Was quarter HP very bloodied?
Yes, that's something I've added because, at least when I use the D&D Beyond Encounter Builder, it starts flashing a different color when they're below 25. So, like, well, as long as they're going to make it easy for me to know what that value is, might as well transmit that since it's not too specific, but lets you know when something's almost dead, so you might be able to, like, save Smite or something if you wish.
Yeah. I would have been very bloody.
Okay.
I took a lot of hits.
Later.
You did.
Fuck you, Hoss00312. You hate rating, piece of shit. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream, guys.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.